Hey everybody, TGIF. Thank God I'm forgiven. Thank God you're forgiven. Today is Friday, June 19th, 2026. It's Faith Friday. I'm Dina Carter. Thank you for being here on my YouTube channel or wherever you're checking us out. Wherever you tune in, thank you so much. I am backstage in the SUV because everybody is in the dressing room hanging out, and we're doing a show, the Roots and Boots tour, this weekend here in Centralia, Illinois, and we'll be in Paoli, Indiana tomorrow night. And I have a cold, and I'm so bummed because I normally don't get sick. I normally am like on all my vitamins and stuff like that, but when we're traveling, it can be a challenge. And we've been from one end of the country to the other with all kinds of weather and the crazy going on. By the way, I hope everyone is safe, and just thinking of all of you that have been through bad weather that has been in this area actually recently this week and across the country, sending you love. And I'm gonna put a cough drop in my mouth because that helps. Now, I do want y'all to know that it is on my heart what's going on around the globe, and I pray about it all the time. So today is our 412th TGI episode, and the title of today is Holy Ground. And when I'm on the road, I'm just kind of roughing these in. I'm not writing everything out as specifically as I do when I'm at home with a little bit more time and focus and convenience. We are winging it a little bit more, but I brought this devotion with me on the road. This is a very sweet thing that Miss Helen Korn gave my mom to give to me. Miss Korn and Helen and Jack were a couple that when my parents moved to Nashville right after they were married, Miss Helen kind of took my mom under her wing. Mom was a teenager. I think she was 18 or 19 when they met, before she had just had my older brother, I guess. The Korns were always very special to us, them and their children. And it's very sweet. Just this past year, Miss Helen got to visit with Mom for her birthday last year, Mom's birthday, and Miss Helen made her a lunch and did the whole thing. But she gave Mom this devotion for me. It says, "Worry less, pray more." And it's a woman's devotional guide to anxiety-free living by Donna Maltese. And she put this sweet note in the front, and it says, "To Dina from Helen Korn, I enjoyed being together with Anna today. Missed you." It's very sweet when someone's known you from before you were born. They're still in your life all these decades later and still loving on my mother. It just warms my heart. So thank you, Miss Helen, for my devotion. And I need these, and I'll pick up different ones, but I brought this one with me because it touched me. And this specific reading that I read, it actually talked on something that we had prayed about in my prayer call this past week with Melissa on my Rockin' the West Coast prayer group, which now covers the whole country. I've been on it for a decade and love it 3 days a week. But I'm going to just share it with you while I have this cough drop in my mouth. I know I look like a nightmare. I got to go get ready here in a second. So this devotion, it says, "The right woman for the job." Moses said to God, "Who am I that I should go?" God answered, "I will be with you." Exodus 3:11 and 12. From a burning bush, God appeared to Moses, telling him to free his people. But Moses was full of worry and self-doubt. So he asked God, "Who am I that I should go?" Then he came up with a bunch of excuses why he wasn't the right man for the job. Perhaps Moses didn't know that whoever God calls, he's already prepared. Moses was the only Hebrew who could go in front of the Pharaoh because he'd been an Egyptian prince for 40 years. I'd never thought about that till I read this. And having spent another 40 years shepherding in the wilderness, Moses was familiar with the terrain. On top of that, God said he'd be with him. Is God calling you to do something you're not sure you can do? Are you worried you won't be able to handle it? Don't be. Whoever God calls, he's prepared. And just as God was with Moses, he's with you. I need to hear this today. And the prayer is, Lord, I know you've prepared me for where you call me. Help me trust in you, and help me, please, do a good job from what you put me here to do. That's my addition to that prayer. You know, it is amazing in reading this because Moses was adopted into the Egyptian kingdom and he was treated like royalty. So of course, until he was 40 years old, and then he chose to go be with his birth people, the Israelites, Hebrews, and it was such a great point that he got an ear with Pharaoh because Pharaoh was familiar with him. Pharaoh would have given him some special consideration because of him being an Egyptian prince, Moses. And then when he went and left that life and chose to shepherd and live in the desert, he knew that terrain in and out. So he knew how to deliver his people. He knew which way to go. He was familiar with it. Unbeknownst to him, God was preparing his path all along the way. And Moses still didn't get it. He still couldn't see the big picture. The time that you've put in, you may have wasted time. I certainly have wasted a lot of time in my life. But God turns it all for good when we're seeking Him and talking to Him and reading His Word and wanting to do the right thing and wanting to help others and share and be a light in the world. God is with you, and He'll turn all those tears, wasted time, lack of focus, lollygagging, the long years of drought in your life, whatever it may be, lots of good years too. God will pull it all together for His purpose for your life. So I just wanted to encourage you today in that. And on my prayer call, we talk a lot about God being so scientific, like all the natural cures that we have available to us that are hidden from us because of big pharma and greed and people getting rich off of us being sick. And I'm not a doctor by any means, but we do pray about these things because we want people to be well, and so does God, and He provides everything we need. So it was neat because we're talking about the burning bush and Moses. When God spoke to him in the bush, He told him to remove his sandals because he's standing on holy ground, and that pointed out like God's energy, that conductivity between that burning bush and the ground, that the sandals would have prevented Moses from truly connecting to that grounding. And God was instructing him to get grounded, take his shoes off, get grounded, get centered, listen to what I'm saying. And I never thought about that transfer of energy through Moses' feet and the grounding physically, scientifically, that God was using a tangible way to really reach Moses' heart, his spirit, through that grounding, instructing him how to receive it. It was really cool. So God is with us in very tangible ways. He's with us in spiritual ways also. He sent Jesus here for us, who the open invitation, His arms are open wide for your salvation, to accept Him, to know that you fall short and that He covered it on the cross. And that's the only hope we have in this life and in eternity. And there is an eternity that we will be very aware of. We're not going to be floating around ethereal. It's going to be very real. So I want to connect with God in this life and do the best I can. I certainly don't always feel like I'm doing very well or the best, but I want to try, and I want to encourage you to try and to talk to Him about it, because He's the one that's got all the right answers. They're in His Word. You need to read it. They're in His voice. You need to pray with Him and talk to Him and listen to Him. Wait for Him to answer you. Your directions will be made very clear. And your effort in this life will not return to you or him void, or the generations to come when you're seeking his face. That's a promise. He says his word won't return to him void, so if you're reading it and praying it and applying it, you'll be blessed. Even when the struggle's real, you will be blessed. And then if you have your faith in Christ, you'll have an eternity to look forward to forever and ever and ever. And be with him and not perish, not go to hell. It'll be one or the other. So I'm just here to encourage you in your purpose, in your time here on this earth. And to worry less and pray more. Thank you, Miss Helen. And y'all pray for me tonight and this weekend that I can come through and do a decent job with these allergies and cold and stuff flying around. I will be thinking of you too, whatever you may be struggling with. Lifting up everybody who's watching and listening, what concerns you and those you love. Oh, and on that note, I wanted to read Proverbs 19:20-23 for y'all, since it's the 19th. Listen to wise counsel. Listen to advice and accept instruction, so that in the end you may be wise. Many are the plans in a man's heart, but the counsel of Adonai will stand. What is desired in a man is loyalty, and a poor person is better than a liar. The fear of God leads to life, and he who has it rests satisfied, untouched by harm. Doesn't mean it won't be hard and challenging, not always fruitful in the moment, but it will certainly be worth it when we seek wise counsel from him and those he puts in our lives too. I'm very lucky to have the people in my life that speak into my life. So I hope I can be one of those people for you. I know you've blessed me in my life so much by supporting my music and coming to shows, and your kindness and comments and all the things. I really appreciate it so much. So that's it, y'all. Stand on holy ground. Take your shoes off and let God reach you. Reach down in there and get to you. Get to your heart. He loves you so much, and so do I. All right, that's it. That's the message. I hope you have a beautiful weekend and know that you're loved. All right, we'll see you later.